gravitation 10, gravitational potential you're going to study. Gravitational potential energy we defined by which relation? I'm asking a question, by which relation? Tell me.
Q2 minus Q1 is equal to minus of work done from 1 to 2 by the conservative.
Here, gravitational force.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this work done was written as what?
Integral F conservative dr.
Yes, F gravitational dot
dr.
dr. 1 to 2. Can I write this F gravitational as mass, test mass m0 into E? Tell me.
Yes, so the field strength.
Because that is definition of field strength. So F equals Eg. Now bring this m naught this side, or divide both the sides by m naught. So u2 minus u1 by m naught is equal to what? 1 to 2
Eg dr.
dot dr. This will be written as v2 minus v1 minus 1 to 2 Eg dot dr. This is the most basic definition for potential difference. If potential energy is the total work for the m naught, it is work per unit mass. This is the differential form. This is the integral form. In the differential form, if you want to define it, in the differential form, you can write it as what? Tell me. That comes from the differential form of, look, you had for F minus del U. Do you remember this? Del is a vector, I told you.
Yes.
Minus dou by dou x. I cap.
Yes.
Minus dou by dou y j cap minus dou by dou z k cap u, that is minus dou u by dou x I cap minus dou u by dou y j cap minus dou u by dou z k cap, like this. And supposing force is only in x direction, you could write it simply fx equals minus du by dx. You can make it exact differential because you know that just along x direction and may not depend on y and z. So this is the differential form of a conservative force. This is a conservative force. If I divide this by m naught, I'll get the differential form of potential difference also. So f by m naught, if I u by m naught, if I do, I'll get it as what? Eg is equal to minus del v. This is the differential form of electron and gravitational potential. Del is once again a vector operator. And now, this is the one we require actually. In the differential form, it is negative gradient of potential. This is the derivative of the potential with position. If I said if there is that gravitational field strength only in x direction, Ex equals simply minus dV by dx. The rate at which potential falls is what we call field strength. The rate at which potential falls is what we call field strength. Here, this is the integral form, this is the differential form. Now, coming back to this, by making potential zero at one point, we get the potential at the other point. We get the potential at the other point. Generally speaking, we make potential at infinity zero. We make potential zero at infinity. So you should understand, if I bring m0 mass, I'll be doing work. That work depends upon what you bring, how much mass you bring. But you make that independent of the mass you bring by making it per kg. Like you define electric field strength there, you define potential also, which becomes the property of the source mass. So this is called modeling, I told you, and a mathematical modeling. All inanimate nature, the events happening in the inanimate nature can be mathematically modeled. Then it's called physics. It becomes physics. The same thing you cannot completely do for the human body. For example, you might try to apply Bernoulli's equation to the chambers of the heart. You can, but it won't be very exact. So that type of equations are not yet applied for the human body's physiological functioning. If you can do that really, that will be great. But the human body is so complex that unless you do so many approximations, you cannot apply the laws of physics directly to the human body, but still people keep doing it. That's the next thing, actually speaking. So what am I trying to tell you? There's nothing here. We don't see anything, but we're abstracting it. Work done per unit mass is going to be potential difference. Work done for the total mass is going to be potential energy difference. What is field strength to force is potential to work. Hope you followed it. Write it, I'll continue. So all this is for you to write. I use my words again. What is field strength to force is potential to work. Work per 1 kg is potential. Force per 1 kg is field strength. So these two now will become the property of the space around a source mass. When you finish, tell me, I'll continue. Anyway, you're not talking, no? You can keep writing as I keep talking. Vaishnavi M. Vaishnavi M. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Tell me, when I was discussing this, what was going into your head? As a student, I was very clear that I was not following many things. So started learning things on my own. Tell me, I did something here. Are you looking at only that algebra part? Actually, even that also have no problem. If you have a mathematical brain, in the sense, probably you may not worry about what is it representing, but then there itself, the logical part of it, you can also make you do physics.
Sir, I got that algebra part. I could follow that.
Tell me, what is the algebra part?
Sir, but I couldn't follow the logic, sir.
Huh?
I
me.
couldn't follow the logic part, sir. Which you were explaining.
Mathematical logic are same. Yeah. You mean to say you don't follow the meaning behind it. That's the physics.
Yes, sir. Not it.
So do you think you'll apply this in a case, in some case? Like I told, fx is minus dv by dx. dy by dx, all these things you already learned.
Yes, sir.
So potential is a function of x. For example, find the derivative of that, put a negative sign, it becomes force.
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by following mathematical part here? You did not follow even the mathematics, because if you followed the mathematics, it will be like this. You don't care about what is v, what is fx, but you will say that there is a graph of v versus x. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So that graph of v versus x could be something. For example, it may be something like that. So at every point, if I find the slope, that gives something called force. Not after I told. If you have this also, have no problem. I'll manage with that. It's not the question of that. The problem is there are too many things taught. You're looking at one at a time, but you don't know that they are connected. So from here to here, there's a story happening in terms of physics. This one okay, this one okay, this one okay, this one okay, separately. That too, how one steps come from the other step. Even that's not maths. Maths is your ability to visualize geometrically.
Sir. Sir.
Apart from the algebra. Yes, tell me.
Sir, you said work done by unit mass and then work done by total mass.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
What did you catch in field strength there?
The force.
We said we have a mass m at a distance r. When we said gm by r square is the field strength, what do you mean by that?
That much force is being there per unit mass.
Similarly, if I said v is the potential here, it means it's a work done per unit mass in bringing a mass from infinity
to r. Yes.
That's all.
Then total mass.
What is force here? We brought m naught. If I put m naught here, what is the force?
Gm m naught by r square.
Now potential here will be, potential energy here will be m naught into v. If it is 1, u becomes v. If it is m naught, that's what I mean by bringing the total mass there. Not 1 kg. The actual mass. Total mass means when. That's a slip of my tongue to use some loose word.
Yes, sir. Sir, so the total work done, potential energy will be
Total work done is potential energy. Work done per 1 kg is potential.
potential. Yes.
Yeah, this is a minimum thing I was expecting, because when I'm going on doing maths or talking physics, if it doesn't settle in the mind, don't you think we're wasting all this time? Okay, now I can continue like that, pretending that you're following. I have no problem. But the issue is later it becomes troublesome. If you have to do the problem solving, it really will be a troublesome thing. The trouble with physics is there are not many things to remember, unlike in inorganic chemistry, where you may have to remember things. In biology also you have to remember so many things. In physics, actually there's nothing to remember as such. When consciously you do not have to make an attempt to memorize anything, and you should do that in many other cases. Believe me, in any other subject you have to really memorize things. Even if you knew the concepts, meaning, everything, definitely you need to memorize few things. But here there's nothing to memorize, so it can take time, but you need to somehow understand it. You need to do the modeling. I told you I cannot just explain it anything else more than that. Modeling some physical reality there, we put it in this way: potential, electric field strength, which are not visible to our eyes. I can say there is a charge on my hand when I rubbed it, but there is a field after placing some excess charge here. If I say there's electric field here, we cannot see it unless you do the experiment. We cannot see the effect of it also. You can never see that field with naked eye. That's one thing. And even experimentally also, you will see the effect of it, but not electric field. So that's where the whole problem comes. So E, we are saying F by m naught, we said supposedly you placed 1 kg mass, what force that would experience. So that kind of a modeling is actually a higher order, what you call, brain function. And it's not that it's so difficult also, but like, how are we trying to orient ourselves towards that? Now V2 minus V1 equals, I'll make it look simpler, W122 by m naught. So once again, if I make V2 equals 0 at R2 equals infinity, so at R1 equals R, V1 equals VR, I can write 0 minus V at R is equal to minus W R2 infinity.
Sir, V2 is 0.
At R2 equals infinity.
You wrote infinity.
So this one, so I'll get VR equals W R2 infinity by m naught. So there may be a source of gravitational field, some point mass m. At a distance r from it, we define potential this way. If this mass is here at m naught, the work done to move it from r to m naught, work done by gravitational field, of course, because this is the minus W122 is by gravitational field. So taking it from here to infinity, whatever work the gravitational field does, as this body is going from R to infinity, whatever work the gravitational field is doing, divided by this m naught will give you the potential here. This is the meaning of it. But the problem with this kind of definition is that you are defining the potential at this point. So taking it there, you will forget the fact that you are defining potential here. Therefore, we'll write it this way. V at R equals minus W infinity to R by m naught. That means supposing m naught was here, you are bringing it here. Some work will be done. Negative of that by m naught is what you call potential. So that is the work, the negative of the work done, in bringing 1 kg mass by gravity.
Sir, so if there was an agent at infinity, the work being
Gravitational
done.
force. Actually, they are connected. Like once, if you really said you followed the field strength, you will follow this. But if you said you followed there, but this you are not following, there is some mismatch. The negative of the work done in bringing 1 kg mass by the gravitational force from infinity to a point in the field is called potential, gravitational potential at that point. So many words I'm writing. Actually, what's happening, I'll tell you. Shreya doesn't want to disappoint me. So she's making some serious effort. Probably others, if I did not challenge them, question them, they'll say they follow it. That's a problem. But my problem is this. If you're not following this, we cannot do problems. You do it some blindly, lower level sums will do. What I was trying to tell you was, you cannot understand it because I'm asking you to understand it. Do you follow? You should know what is understanding and you should enjoy understanding. Then things will become easy. That means you need to try to make a sense out of what you're doing, because you're not a machine, right? And I'm not saying that it's a serious matter, it's a simple matter, just some mental shift from looking at numbers to not bother about why they are represented to some kind of a story, some kind of a common thread running through the whole discussion. Why are we doing all this? What does it represent? How do I visualize that in mind? That is something very important, right? So the negative of the work done in bringing 1 kg mass by the gravitational force from infinity to a point in the field is called gravitational potential at that point. So if you followed field strength, you will follow this. If you followed potential energy, you will follow this, isn't it? There's nothing new I am talking, right, Shreya? Only new thing is we are making it, why? By dividing by m naught, we are making it for 1 kg. Did we not write U at R as minus W infinity to R? We did so much on this, no, yesterday?
Yes.
Yes.
So what am I doing now? VR equals I am doing minus infinity to R by m naught.
Sir,
So tell me.
Can we also say that it will be the work done by an agent at infinity while the object is coming to our
Coming to us with a constant speed.
Yes.
Or you can also add here V2 minus V1 equals W122 by m naught by an external force
with constant
speed. right?
Yes, sir.
So like we found out gravitational field strength of many objects. Now we'll find out the gravitational field potential of many objects and keep them ready for us so that we get the potential energy. How do you get the potential energy? Look at this. UR equals minus W infinity to R, no? So M naught into V at R equals what? Minus W infinity to R, which is nothing but UR. So potential energy will be potential into mass point.
Mass. Yes.
Similarly, force is mass placed into gravitational
Field
field strength. There's so much, what you call, similarity. The whole idea in this kind of lessons is you will be given some masses, source masses. How to find the field strength? How to find the field potential? You are given potentials and field strengths. How to find the force and potential energy? And once that is done, how to apply principle of conservation of energy as these particles keep moving. That is everything and nothing else in the lesson. Supposing you wrote it, I'll continue.
1 minute.
Actually, I'm waiting for you to continue also. I'll tell you one reason. What is happening there is, whatever reason, one reason is this, the subject is increasing in its level. Second thing is, you're given freedom there, no? So you don't write. That way Yogi Raghavendra was saying, I wrote it. When I asked him what is it, he did not tell. And later he tells me that he has not written it. Now I don't know whether he's writing. So it's coming to this only. Sir will be angry. So how will that work? Okay, I'll continue. Shall I continue?
Yes.
Sai Sudhir, did you write?
Yes. Sir, can we say that the potential energy per unit mass is potential?
Yeah, why not? The whole idea is this. Similarly, force per unit mass is field strength. Force per unit mass is field strength. Now,
Yes.
look at this. Actually, Sai Sudhir, for you, this is enough. If you really follow this properly, you need not have to do all those sums. Few sums you will finish. Your job is over. I'll ensure you 170 marks out of 180 in physics.
Yes.
But you cannot do physics, at least with this kind of without this kind of a meaning. Some small meaning, not great depth I'm talking. Right. So keep talking.
Yes.
Right. Now, potential, gravitational potential of various mass distributions. First, gravitational potential of a point mass. Point mass means a source. I'm not very sure whether you understood what is source, what is test mass and source mass. I'm not very sure because I've talked about again and again, but finally what happened? This is the source mass. At distance r, what is V? So I'll straight away apply my formula. V at r minus, instead of that, V at infinity minus V at r is equal to minus r to infinity E gravitational dot dr. Okay. Where is this coming from? The basic definition. And
Yes.
EG will be towards this. dr is like this. So Eg dot dr is minus EDR because angle is 180. So V at infinity minus V at R is equal to minus R to infinity minus EDR. So this minus minus goes. This is 0 is equal to E for a point mass will be Gm by R square. So if I put that Gm by R square dr from R to infinity, I'll get minus Vr equals Gm into 1 by R square dr is minus 1 by R. Is this right? God knows. R to the power minus 2 dr will be R to the power minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1. So what do I get? Gm into minus 1 by infinity minus 1 by R. So Gm by R. So V at R equals, and field strength was this, this is potential. So two characteristic features of the field, which is surrounding the source mass M. So it depends on the source mass M and distance from it, not what mass you place there, bring there, whatever. It doesn't depend on test mass again. By making the force independent of test mass, we define field strength. By making work independent of the test mass brought, we made it independent of the test mass, and we made it only the property of who is causing the field. How many times I uttered these words? Do they make any sense to you?
Yes.
Huh? Tell me honestly. Do they make sense? Why that will be trouble? No, this is an abstract idea, of course. Do that. No, in the beginning, first time when it is discussed, you don't understand, it's good. I mean, okay, it's reasonable. But same thing comes back again and again. It's over. So finally, what's the meaning of it? It is, like I told you yesterday, ultimately. First thing is negative of what? Work done by gravitational field or force in bringing,
The object from infinity.
not object, in bringing 1 kg object. Okay, not just object. 1 kg mass from infinity to R. Second way is what? Work done by external force against gravity. External force from infinity to R with a constant speed. This is work, that is force. So force became field strength. Work became potential. This work also will be nothing but U, potential energy. Okay?
Yes.
Tell me, children, I should continue.
Then
Now, immediately, principle of superposition of potentials. Principle of superposition of potentials. If I've got many point masses spread all over in a region, at this point, if I want to calculate potential due to all the masses, it will be simply V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus dash dash. That is, look, if this is R1, if this is R2, if this is R3, so I should write V1 as what? Minus G1 by R minus GM2 by R minus GM3 by R, like this. This is the potential there. You simply, it is a scalar sum. Potential is a scalar, not a vector sum. You don't try to put the directions here. That's what we mean by that. Don't try to put the directions. Why? These are what? Scalars. Why are they scalars? Because V is nothing but work. So simply add it. And there's nothing like a negative and positive work here also. All the time minus only comes. If you went for charges, plus Q, minus Q will be there. So their works will be different. But here, all the time, this work is negative only. Negative work is done by a person in bringing 1 kg mass from infinity to the point. And if I know this, I can calculate the potential energy. So that's what the whole idea is. Like Sudhir was mentioning, U, if you wanted, for example, you'll multiply with the test mass. All right. So this is what you mean by principle of superposition of potentials. Write it down. We are nearing the lesson actually. After potential, we'll do a few problems applying potential, and nearing the lesson is still much more is there. But there is a kind of completeness coming into the ideas. Okay, so shall I continue? For example, what does it mean? I've got 3 masses. This distance is 1 kilometer here, 1 kilometer here, 1 kilometer here. The masses are here 10 cube kilograms, 10 cube kilograms, not 10 cube is also big, 10 to the power 5 may be big, but I'll put 10 to the power 5, at least 1/10 of Earth's mass. No, sorry, it's very less, 10 to the power 5. Earth's mass is 10 to the power 24 kilograms. So at the center, what is the gravitational potential? Tell me. If this is 10 kilometers, how much is this? 10 by root 3. Or shall I make it 10 kilometers into root 3 here so that my calculation becomes simple? 10 root 3 kilometers you put. Huh? Root 3 I'll put. Huh? So this distance will be 10 kilometers, right? Hello. So potential here will be, see, when you want to find the potential or field strength, there won't be anything there. Try to understand. Even if it is there, its own potential, its own field strength won't be defined because it depends upon R. Gm by R equals 0. If you put it is infinity. So when I'm finding with the potential here, you require only these 3, not what is there already. And if it's not there, no issue at all. So what do I do now? V equals minus G, 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 into mass 10 to the power
10 by 5.
By
10.
10 kilometers. That is 10 to the power 5 meters.
Meters, yes.
10 to the power 5 or 10 to the power 4? 10 kilometers. Okay. What do you say? Hello.
Yes, sir.
10 into 1000. right? Into 3, can I write straight away?
Yes.
Simply add the potentials. So that will be what? Whatever it is. Minus 3 into 6.67 into 10 to the power minus how much? 10?
10.
Huh?
Minus 10.
10.
Tell me.
Yes, yes. Minus.
Joules per kilogram. The units will be joules per kilogram. What is the meaning of it, children? There was 1 kg mass at infinity. So some external fellow is bringing it like this against the gravitational attraction. Against the gravitational attraction means these things will try to pull it. I'll hold it back actually and see that I go with a slow one, constant speed and place it here. So I'll be doing so much of work. You follow? If I brought 10 kgs, 10 into this will be the work, which is the potential energy of this point mass here. Right. But for the same question, if I did field strength, for example, 10 power 5, 10 power 5, 10 power 5. At the center, if I want to know the field strength, it is a vector. So it should be towards the mass. This should be towards the mass. This should be towards the mass. And they're all equal, making an angle 120 with each other. So the net field is
0.
0. So field is 0, but potential is not 0. That means if I place 1 kg mass here, it doesn't experience force. But to bring 1 kg mass from infinity to here, I should definitely do work. So potential cannot be 0, but field strength can be 0. Tell me. Tell me, children. Hello.
Yes, its field strength will be a vector.
This is the vector sum. E equals E1 plus E2 plus E3, like vector sum. This is only scalar sum. You add it like numbers. Here you add it with directions. You know very well. The sum of these two will be like this, isn't it? And equal to this. So this and this will cancel out. Many times we did it already by now.
Yes.
So tell me, children. In a similar way, just tell me, if I had 4 masses at the corners of a square, what will be the field strength and what will be the field potential? This side is A. Here at this point O, how much is the gravitational field strength? How much is potential? If you can give me the answer for this, I can say that you're following something. Sai Sujay, can you try?
Yes.
Tell me.
The diagonals will be
At this point, you want the field strength and potential. So you require this distance size.
yes.
Because our formulas are what? Gm by r square for field strength, Gm by r for potential. Right? Potential will have a minus sign. This you don't show a sign because this is a vector. I'm only showing the magnitude. I'll show the direction separately, but this is a scalar. So therefore, I should put the sign here because it doesn't have any direction. So minus should tell you something. So I require this distance size there. That is A by root.
Root.
So at this point, gravitational field strength will be in what direction because of this M? It will be towards it every time. And for this mass, it is towards it. For this mass, it is towards that. For this mass, it is towards that. And are they equal or not? Because M is same, distance is same. So M by R square will be same for all. So field strength will be what? 0.
0.
But field potential will be what? 4 times Gm by what? A by
A by root 2.
root 2 with a minus sign. The potential is a minus thing here for gravitational potential all the time. Tell me.
Yes.
Yes.
Write it. I'll show few more problems there. Come on, children. Tell me, children. Can I continue?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, this one you tell me. I have 3 masses. A, like this. This is 2m. This is m. This is m. Now, at the center of the triangle, this is O. Calculate Eg, that is gravitational field strength, and V, the gravitational potential. Come on. So, who will try? Sai Sudhir.
Sir,
Tell.
V will be minus 2gm by a by root 3 minus
Which one?
G2m.
Which one? Via Eg.
V, sir.
Ah.
V, sir.
Okay.
It will be minus 2 into gm by a by root 3 minus G2m by a by root 3.
So that's correct. Minus gm by a by root 3 minus gm by a by root 3 minus G2m by
a
by root 3. That's correct. So that minimum response you give. Otherwise, see, things won't be good. V1 plus V2 plus V3 you write. So for this one, for example, I'll write minus gm by R a by root 3 minus gm by a by root 3. For whom? For this. For that, minus g into a by root 3. Whatever you get, you write. How much is that?
Minus 4 root 3.
Root 3.
Minus 4
Root 3 GM by A. Sir, you're on mute.
So is this all right, everybody? Look, the beauty of scalars is that Sai Sudhir could simply do it without any trouble. And what is the difficulty with vectors? You need to show the arrows, right? This arrow will be bigger, will it be? Why?
Yes, sir.
This
2m
mass is
mass.
2m. So this is gm by a by root 3. This is gm by a by root 3. That is g2m by, sorry, not a by root 3. A by root 3 whole square, right? This is a square into this is 3. A square, this is 3, isn't it?
Yes.
Gravitational equation g into 2m by a square into 3. Is it okay? A by root 3 whole square at one go I wrote. So resultant of these two will be how much, children, with 120 degrees? Tell me. Same value. Even this you forgot.
3 GM by this.
When there are two vectors with equal magnitude, the resultant is equal to either of them if the angle between them is 120 by cosine rule. So how much is this? Gm by a square into root 3. So this and this are in opposite direction, isn't it? This is 6 gm by what? A square. This is 3 gm by a square. So finally it is what? 3 gm by a square in this direction. So there's a vector business. Okay.
Yes.
Sudhir, what was the difficulty here?
The angles and all.
But all that is over. No, vectors we did so many times.
Yes.
This angle is 120, we told many times. And if there are two vectors with 120 degrees between them, cosine rule gives you, if this is P, if this is P, once again this will be P. Go back to vectors and see.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you remember it as a piece of information, it will go away, children. Like when you are doing this, you should have understood, okay, P square plus P square plus P square, 2 into P square cos 120, like if you did, P square will be P. That means you should say, oh, come on, if I had 100 newtons and 100 newtons, if I apply them on a body with 120, I'll be getting only 100 again, I'll be wasting my effort, you can think. So that is such a standard result we have proved, used many times, proved in the beginning. Tell me, children. Tell me, children. Have you followed field strength and potential now?
Yes, sir.
The whole of electrostatics becomes just a matter of repeating things with relevant numbers, replacing the G with 1 by 4 pi epsilon M with Q. Almost everything looks like same. Okay, probably we'll do this once again tomorrow. But tomorrow, you have seen the message, haven't you? We would like to just talk to your parents about opening for physical classes. So ensure that they attend. Because the government allowed allowed us to open it from 1. So should we take this step now, right now, and is it meaningful or whatever we'll explain? And accordingly, we would like to get the feedback from parents and you people. Okay, so ensure that you and your parents attend. Okay, all right.
Yes.
This is very important for you, especially this batch, right? Because newcomers time is there, old timers everything is over. So how much they want to do from the remaining time, that's their choice. But for you, you should really plan it in a proper way. So please see that your parents attend, and the single point agenda, no other discussion right now. Okay, not about your studies and all that. A single point agenda, we'll finish it in just 1 hour. That how nice or how bad it will be if you go for physical classes now. All right,
Yes.
that we'll be talking tomorrow at 7:30, I think, isn't it? Did I give the time at 7:30? I think so.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So see that everybody is present.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.